another video, and this one is going to be a book review. I like the description of the book. It was rather unusual. Good thing about it, it's not those typical stereotype love story things, which I was happy about. And after reading the book, I was like, nice one. And especially for a debut author, it's actually very nice. So today's book for review is On the Open Road by Stuti. I cannot pronounce the surname, so I'll not get into that. Just Stuti. And trust me, when you type it on Google, everybody will be able to witness who Stuti is, because she's like out there getting all the fame and success, because this book is pretty good. I mean, it is worth the hype. Getting on with the book. So the story revolves around 4 individual characters who are 20-something of age group: Myra, Kabir, Sandy, and Remi. Myra, she wants to get away from her usual life pattern, and she basically wants to break free and like just go with the flow. Second, Kabir always have been wondering how it would be if he, if his big dreams come into reality, becomes a reality, and they actually happen, and what would life be if the entire scenario of what he had been dreaming of becoming big actually happens. Sandy drops out of college to work on his huge idea of this upcoming next startup, which he has always been dreaming of to create. And then at the end, Remi has been inspiring millions of people just with his travel blog. All these 4 stories at the end gets entangled up together, which is rather nice and interesting. What I really liked was it was not the typical usual love story, but yeah, because whenever you start reading things like such and then you see these kind of stories behind it, you always end up assuming that there will be love stories, affairs, and these kind of stuff at the end. What I liked about this book was it was inspiring, especially for those who understand the concept of startup or who have startup and they know the struggle behind it. I think one of the reasons why I could relate to the book, because I could understand the obstacles, all the problems, be it financial, emotional, or materialistic, any type of problem which always get entangled with having a startup of your own. So it was a book which I could easily connect to. I could finish this book literally in few hours. I'm not kidding. The storyline is good. It is inspiring. There is a lot of things in it which you will find once you start reading the book. I don't want to give a lot of spoilers. I do not want to give any spoilers, so that's why I'm not getting much into the description. I would really encourage you to buy this book and read it, because it is actually very good. The fact that it is based on startup and this generation, the modern generation, so the writing style is also very simple and the use of fancy words are not there, which again makes it very easy for us to read, and the flow is there. It is smooth and it is nice, so that is another fact which I tick. There isn't anything which you won't find in this book. There is friendship, there is loss, happiness, there is love, there is the inspiration, there is motivation. Every single thing is all entangled in these few pages of the book, which is good. This generation's ideas and thoughts and the stubbornness and their energy, you'll be able to understand. Instead of this upcoming 20s generation, I would advise their parents to read this book, because there are a lot of aspects in this which clears your mind about various things, and especially for those kids who want to do big, who wants to open up a startup, but because of societal pressure or pressure from their parents, peer pressure, they are not being able to. So this book kind of works as a motivational thing as well as an inspirational thing as well. So for those who really want to start a startup or like wants to do something of their own, this book is actually a must for them. Another thing which I really appreciate about the book, since the author herself is very young, she could understand the thought process, the mentality, the mindset of the youngsters, and she has incorporated all those in this book. So it kind of becomes a concoction of various issues of every single individual, especially the youngsters, and everything comes together in this like few pages, and you feel good after reading this book. Since it is so gripping, the writing style is so good, and the fact that the story is nice, you will like to read this book, and when you start reading it, it will be very difficult for you to put it down. The fact that there is no love story entangled in this, and it is more of a self-discovery entrepreneurship, the skills of starting a startup or doing something of your own, dreaming big, this book became a direct hit for me. And last but not the least, it's a signed copy from the author herself, so I was very happy about that. You can see this. Don't you just love, those who receive the signed copies, or those who can go and get their copies signed, and I'm like, mission accomplished, achievement is there, and I am happy, my day is good, I can go and sleep. So yes, I'm gonna give this book a 4.5 star. And I love the title, I love the writing style, I like the fact that the book cover is simple. I love the way the author has described every single details, especially regarding entrepreneurship, startups, and self-discovery part. Only thing, few places I found it a little drag, which was okay. Still, a little drag is always like a little slump. Other than that, the twist at the end was again a little unnecessary for me, but maybe there are people who really like the twist at the end. So I'm happy about this book, and I really going to recommend people to read this, understand it, and get on with your life. If you like this video, do give it a thumbs up, subscribe, the button is down there, and I'll be linking down all my social media handles in the description box below. Also, the link to buy this book, it will be in the description box. So that is another plus point for you people. See how much easy I'm making your life. This is good. I'm such a nice person. Like and subscribe. So yeah, I will stop the blabbering right now, and I'll be coming back again next week with another video. So stay tuned. Bye bye.